Let's be real about it, most women you're talking to are clearly wasting your time. You see very well that they reply to you, but it feels like you're holding them at gunpoint. It's very dry, it goes nowhere, they don't seem interested, they don't seem excited, they don't seem engaged. And of course, most of the time when you try to ask a girl out, she ghosts, she disappears, she tells you maybe later, she gives you a good excuse as to why she can't come out because she's busy for whatever reason, but you know that actually she's not busy. And you know deep down that this is not the behavior of a woman who is attracted to a guy. You know deep down that this girl you're talking to right now, if she actually liked you, she will not behave and talk to you the way she's talking to you. And you know the vicious thing is that most women act this way, so you're pushed to think that this is the normal behavior of a woman. Actually, it's not. Girls do not respect men because men show weaknesses in three very specific and very defined ways. If you fix those three things, every single woman you meet will respect you. It's not a promise that she will sleep with you, but at least you will not get strung along, you will not get randomly ghosted, women will not ask you out on dates just to get a free meal and never see you again. All those bad situations, all those bad female behaviors that you see all the time, you are the one creating them. Now, I know we like to kind of play the victim a little bit, we like to say, oh, women are mean, it's their fault, but again, I promise you, if you fix three very specific things, it will change everything. Let me tell you the story of every single man ever, or at the very least, most men I see whenever I go out, whenever I meet new friends. It's a nice guy, a good guy, at least that guy calls himself a good guy. He has a regular, nice paying job, slightly above average. Point is, he's kind of comfortable, but he's lonely. Okay, he has his nice life, his routine, he has some hobbies, but he barely meets new girls. Most of the time it's girls who are introduced to this guy randomly by friends of friends or just random fucking circumstances, you know. Let's say we're gonna call this guy John, okay? Now the reality, you know it, John is gonna go on that nice restaurant diner date, he's gonna pay for everything. Of course, it's going to set him back 50 to 200 bucks, maybe more depending on the city you're in, and it's still a coin toss at the end whether or not the girl likes him, whether or not the girl allows him to have sex with her. Never at any point during this whole equation was it about how the girl is going to put herself under a light that the guy finds attractive. It's not about the guy figuring out whether he likes the girl. It's about the girl figuring out whether or not she likes the guy. That's the reality for John, that's the reality for most guys, and that's very likely the reality for you as well. And accepting this context, this frame, and this behavior from the girl and from you is what makes you weak. Okay, so let's start with the very first thing. You are weak if you will go with just any woman who gives you the time of the day. And it might sound absurd, and I know when I say it, it sounds absurd, but I know way too many guys who, when I ask them, what's your type, what kind of girl do you like, they just reply to me, oh, anything, as long as she likes me back. Like, bro, do you realize what level we are on? If the best you can hope for is someone who gives you the time of the day, now, of course, when you position yourself in this way, girls are going to feel it. And that's an obvious sign of weakness, that you don't have standards, that you don't have anything that you go for, that you will take anything that comes your way, just provided it comes your way. And so you can very easily see how what you're looking for and the situations you put yourself in directly influence how girls are going to behave with you. If she knows that you will take anything provided it comes towards you, girls are not going to put any effort in getting you. They don't have to. You already want them just because they showed up. Most guys, if you ask them what they are looking for, they are going to say things like, oh, I want a girl who is attractive and nice, like a good person who takes care of herself. But if you do that, you're still going to end up on diner dates that are still a coin toss at the end. This is not enough. This is still too weak. You have to want something very specific. You have to want a girl who wants you too. You have to filter hard and you have to polarize hard. Your only job is not to convince the girls to like you, okay? Your only job is to lead the interaction somewhere and figure out whether or not she is receptive. Now, of course, there are ways to optimize this. There are ways to optimize the things that you talk about to present yourself under your best light. Sure, of course, there are ways to increase how attractive a girl thinks you are. But the baseline is you have to be a fucking normal person, okay? In practice, this means not investing more than the girl in the conversation. It means not doing things that are a little bit out there to get her to react in a certain way. Wink, wink, pickup artists, by the way. And in practice, it just means having a normal conversation that you're going to lead to the outcome that you want. In practice, it's going to be something flirtatious. So you're going to escalate with the girl, you're going to touch her, you're going to make her talk about herself to get her to qualify and invest in the conversation, which are, by the way, absolutely normal fucking things that people do when they meet strangers. You can see most guys are weak there when you go out anyways. You can see in their body language that they are nervous. You can see in the way they lead the interactions. For example, they ask questions all the time and the girl is just there standing back, giving them one-word answers and like turning her body away because she's overwhelmed, because of course that's a weird way to have a conversation with a girl. Maybe he's physically attractive and the girl for the first 10 seconds is going to look at him like she's interested, but imagine after this the guy just asks question after question after question, even if the girl doesn't invest in the interaction. What do you think this puts in the girl's mind if the guy never creates space for the girl to invest or chase or play along? What do you think this gives her the idea of? She's just going to think that this guy is gonna keep giving even if she does nothing, even if she gives nothing back. So why not milk the shit out of that guy anyways? Because either way he's not going to go away. He's here to stay and he's gonna persist and he's gonna try until I ghost him. You need to have boundaries in terms of the girls you are going for. You need to have boundaries in terms of the behaviors that you will accept and in terms of the level of investment from women that you will accept. I'm telling you, at that point, if I talk to a girl and for example on Tinder she sends me hi, like very dry or just one word replies, I'm not gonna talk to her further. I'm gonna ghost her. Like, what's the point? If I meet a girl in real life and I chat a little bit, I share some fun, and after like 60 seconds in the interaction she's still looking away like she's uncomfortable, she wants to leave, I'm going to tell her, bro, like you look uncomfortable, you can go if you want. And yes, this behavior is going to cost me some girls, but at the same time, it's going to make the girls who like me even more, because they know that if they don't show up and behave well, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And you should do the same. When you meet a girl, you should have your own standards and boundaries, and you should show the girl that you have a limit, that it's clearly there, and that it's up to her to meet your threshold or not. It's up to her to filter herself. Your job is just to put her on the spotlight, where with her reaction or lack of reaction, she's going to filter herself in or out. There is a reality in which the women you meet actually care about you, actually care about not losing you, actually care about getting on a date with you, and they actually care about knowing that you like and appreciate them. The thing is that it's very hard to understand, because when you look outside, again, all women act kind of entitled and all men act in a way that pushes women to be kind of entitled. So it's very hard to stop making those three mistakes, to stop doing those behaviors that don't work when everyone around you, all that you see, all those men, they are doing those things. If you want to be successful with women and if you want women to respect you, you have to be different and you have to do things that most guys do not do. So remember, have standards and make sure that the girls you meet those standards, or at the very least that they know the standards are there and it's their choice to meet those standards or not. Make sure also to give yourself enough options. If you don't cold approach, if you don't meet at least 5 new girls per week, bro, what are you doing? And when you meet women, make sure that you're not chasing them, but make sure that you're giving them space to invest in the conversation with you. Even if you're leading, after you've done the leading part, give them space to reveal themselves. Alright, that's pretty much everything for today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.